Hey guys, this is Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves, and I'm really excited to review this action figure. You have no idea. This is the NECA Batman, the action figure. The paint job on this figure is pixelated to be a lot like the Batman video game from the 1980s based off of the Batman movie. So, why don't we turn off our fancy little bat signal. And let's get a better look at the packaging. And what's cool about these boxes is that they're kind of supposed to look like video game boxes or packages from the 1980s. And you can see how they got some like some wear and tear just along the edges. It's really cool, and it's got the awesome Batman font. Love that. It's all over the side. So it's real toys down there. And on the back of it, it's got a pretty cool description on the action figure, what it's based on. It's got some cool little photos of what you're going to be getting right there. And if you open it up, you can see the figure. And damn, dude, this looks absolutely amazing. I'm really loving the style that NECA is doing these video game based figures. I have the RoboCop one as well. They did one on, I believe, Predator, Jason, and Freddy Krueger. So now I'm so excited Batman got his own figure. On the side here, it's got a screenshot from the video game. It says, "I know you murdered my parents. Now you will dance with the devil in the pale moonlight." I'm super excited about this Batman figure for so many reasons. Number one being, I believe that this is the first time we've ever had a Michael Keaton Batman in a 6 to 7 inch scale. If not, this is the first time I've ever seen it done correctly. I mean, just looking at it in the box and some of the screenshots that I've seen, it's absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get this thing out of the package and play around with it. So, why don't we do that? Because I'm Batman. Okay, so we got Batman out of the package, and it just kind of slides right out, and it's got like a little secondary package you'll have to take him out of. And you notice that he has a second pair of hands, balled up fists, and what looks to be like a trigger hand. And he's got a batarang and a grapple gun. And then in here we got some more cool stuff. We have some art here based on one of the levels in Batman. I think this is from the first level. I'm not too certain. It's been a long time since I played this game. But yeah, I love stuff that is pixel art, so I'm going to definitely keep that around as a diorama for the Batman figure. Okay, so Batman's extra hands is he has a right hand that is a balled up fist, and then he has a left hand that is slightly opened, and I believe this hand is meant to hold the batarang. Just kind of doesn't hold it too well, but kind of just slide it in there and it does a decent job. And I love the detail on this thing. It looks absolutely awesome. It looks just like the one from the movie. I'm really hoping that NECA's going to re-release this figure with a movie-based paint job so we can, you know, just get a more true-to-life Batman than the video game one. If not, I'll buy another one, make a custom. Here is the grapple gun. Again, cannot say this enough, but this looks absolutely awesome. Alright guys, here is the figure completely unveiled and out of the packaging. And I have to say, holy crap, this is by far one of my favorite figures of the year. This body mold is insanely cool and detailed. I absolutely love it. So, as you can see, Batman has been chilled by Mr. Freeze, and that's why his skin is all blue. Actually, no. It's supposed to look like this because, you know, it's supposed to look like what you saw in the video game when Batman was jumping around doing his double flips and, you know, murdering people with guns, even though he doesn't use guns. But he did in the first movie, you know, because they were attached to the plane in the Batmobile. But I digress. Absolutely love the design work on this cowl. Looks amazing. You can actually tell that this is Michael Keaton's face under there. I mean, the sculpting on this thing is insane. One cool detail I like too is that this entire cowl is like the soft rubber. You can pull back a little bit and see the paintwork underneath. So you can tell that, you know, he's got eyes and eyelids and stuff like that. They just darken them out so it has a more menacing look and it looks more true to the video game. But like just the detailing in here is so great. The texture work and the shading, it's absolutely awesome. I loved how the bat symbol looked too, because in the first movie his symbol didn't look like the one back here or the one on the posters. It had like the little, you know, parts to like the tail kind of sticking out more. So it was an interesting design, and I'm really glad NECA was able to capture that. The detailing work in the muscle suit, again, it's awesome, and this is a separate piece. It's not ab sculpted onto it, so you know, it's more true to life to how the Keaton costume was. The cape is fabric, and it's awesome. Oh my god, I love this cape. So the wingspan on this cape is insane. Look how far that stretches out, and it's a good stretchy material too, so you don't really have to worry about tearing it. But holy crap, this is absolutely awesome. I love fabric capes. If you are an action figure company and you're thinking, wonder, should we make a fabric cape or let's just go ahead and make a hard plastic cape? Always, always make a fabric cape. So this wasn't the most muscular Batman ever, and it does show here, but it looks great. This paintwork is just absolutely awesome. And Batman's gauntlets look really cool too. It didn't really have the whole triangle blade design that, you know, some of the later Batmans have, where, you know, he used them as weapons. They were just more for design. But again, looks awesome. The detailing in the glove is absolutely great. The belt turned out really nice. Looks just like the Keaton belt. I absolutely love it. And the boots, man. The boots are so awesome. Look at these things. They are freaking cool. Absolutely love this. I'm saying love a lot in this video because I absolutely love the Batman movies that Keaton was in, and the first Batman is my favorite of all the Batman films, so this is just awesome. It's a childhood dream come true to have a figure like this that perfectly captures the Keaton Batman, at least in video game form. Okay, so to take out the hands, you just slightly pull on them. And there I got like a little peg right there. So you just take the balled up fist, goes right in. And then Batman is ready to disperse some 8-bit justice. And Batman's grapple gun fits perfectly into his right hand. Looks totally awesome. Also, you can take this out, and the Batarang fits in there too pretty good. Actually fits in there better than the left hand. Let's pop that out and put back in that right hand. Because you never know when criminals are going to be lurking. Batman's got to take them out. Alright, so articulation on the NECA Batman. His head can go left and right, which some of you are going to cry foul because he couldn't really move his head all that well in the cowl. But I say, screw that noise. This is an action figure, and I want movement. His head can also look up and down. Can kind of pivot as well, too, in there. You get some really good articulation in there because of how they did this cowl. It's really cool. And I like, too, that the cape can move around. I read online that the cape is removable. I don't know if you do that just by popping Batman's head off, or if there's like a thing underneath, but it's stitched in there. So, and I don't want to pop the head off and ruin the figure, so I'm not going to do that in this review. He's got two different joints in here. He does kind of have an upper diaphragm joint, and he has waist articulation, but you kind of hear it popping around in there. Shoulders can rotate 360. It's just kind of blocked by the fabric, and the cowl can go in and out, so you get a good range of motion. He's got a single bend in the elbow, and it does swing back and forth too, so good range of motion there. Wrists rotate, and they do have a pretty decent pivot in there. It's really good. The legs, because of how they shape the bottoms, and again, you know, this wasn't like a traditional Batman where he had like the trunks over the tights. This was all just one piece. This rubbery material allows you to get a good range of motion, so his legs can go forward and out to the side, and he does have a bit of a rotation in there as well, so it's really good. He can bend at the knee, and he does swing the knee around. So again, great articulation. His ankle can rotate all the way around. Can kind of go back and forth a little bit, and it does have a bit of, yep, it does have ankle pivot. And these pieces are soft, so no worries about breaking them. When you take them out of the packaging though, these little areas on here, I got them kind of caught, so just kind of be careful when you're taking them out. Alright, so I got Batman in there doing his famous wall jump from the video game, you know, a la Ninja Gaiden. So, I absolutely love this figure. By far, this is in my top 5 favorite action figures that I picked up this year, you know, that were also released this year. I mean, this is absolutely wonderful. NECA, you swung for the fences and you knocked this one out of the park. I am just absolutely elated by this action figure. I mean, the paint job, while not my first choice because I would have loved to have gotten just a straight up Keaton Batman from the film, it's absolutely amazing. The detail in it is insane. I mean, it looks also just like the video game, which I love the video game too. The choice to do kind of the soft rubber in the cowl and, you know, the cod piece and the boot covers and stuff like that, brilliant. It doesn't hinder articulation, and it looks awesome, and you can actually kind of remove the mask a little bit. That's really cool. The cape, completely fabric, love it. It's easy to work with. It comes with a number of great accessories, including extra hands and the grapple gun and the battle ring. So there's not enough good things I can say about this, and honestly, I don't really have a bad thing to say about this figure at all. I even love the packaging. The packaging is so awesome, and especially this little cardboard diorama with the 8-bit artwork in there. It looks so awesome. So I think you guys know which way I'm going to swing on this figure. Would I recommend that you purchase the NECA Batman the action figure based off of the video game? Yes, 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 or no, no, no?
Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Abso-freaking-lutely, I would definitely recommend this action figure. I mean, it's a no contest. It's a no freaking brainer. You'd have to be insane. You'd have to be as insane as this guy to not want this figure. Look at him. He doesn't want it because he's absolutely insane. And you don't want to be like that, folks. You want this action figure. I picked him up on Amazon for about $24.99 with free shipping. Holla! So, you know, if you guys can find him cheaper, great. If I see another one of these Batmans anywhere, I'm going to pick him up and get to working on a Keaton custom if they don't announce one, you know, pretty soon. So that's all I got for you today, guys. Definitely look for this figure and pick him up. This was Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves. See you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.